Yeah, thank you, Valerie. You're the best. All right, yeah. The September 30th meeting of the Conservation Commission. We're going to stand and salute the flag, please. Very good, Valerie.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here's a question. It's like a Jeopardy question. Do you put your hand over your heart when they play the national anthem, or just when they salute the flag? I always thought it was just saluting the flag.
Just salute the flag.
Yeah. I see people all the times when they have national anthem in the game, they put their hand. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just curious.
Usually when you have a hat, I see people tend to do it that way. But
Take your hat off.
You guys
take your hat off.
You guys are older. You may know the answer to that. All right. First hearing for the night. Dennis Talbot, notice of intent, 394 River Road, repair existing seawall on the west branch of the Westport River. All right.
Good evening, Sean Leach, Northeast Engineers, representing Dennis Talbot, 394 River Road. This is a seawall repair on an existing license. The existing license number is 1241717. This is the seawall here. There's an existing dock and steps going down to it. So what we've shown is we submitted the license plan, and what we also have is the detail of how the wall should be rebuilt with a drainage layer behind the wall. Most of these walls, especially on River Road, were just rubble walls, basically, with no drainage layer behind it, which tends to, when there's storms and when there's heavy rains, they move around a lot. So the idea is, like we do with all sea walls, basically, is to rebuild the top part of the wall with a drainage layer behind it so the water will go down, so we're not in here doing it. Putting a little camber going into the mean low water. All the activity will be above the mean low water mark, and it'll be, I don't know what kind of stone Mr. Talbot's going to use, but I'm assuming just regular native stone to create the wall along his property.
All right.
That's basically it.
Thank you.
Just quickly, Sean, it doesn't really represent that in an aerial photo as you show it.
Yeah, what happened, well,
There's like a jog that goes in towards out and then towards Bender. They're going southerly, right there.
Yeah, there is a bend now with the license plan. This license plan is 2009.
Yeah.
So things have been done.
Now, secondly to that question, is it part of your consideration that we've had issues down the road from this particular residence?
Yeah.
Are you tying this wall into your abutting neighbors?
I believe he's going to tie it in Mark Turek.
To Turek's,
Yeah.
I would say absolutely.
Yeah,
And it
he's tying
seems
it
to
in.
be okay on Bender's side, because it seems to be kind of, I kind of showed the commission a little aerial, but
Well, the only way to make efficient seawall is to tie everything in. Otherwise, you
I
need gas.
thank you. That's my condition. As long as Dennis is supportive and the neighbors are, then there won't be an issue. So, Mr. Chairman and members, this is Dennis Talbot, 394 River Road. This is a notice of intent application filed by Northeast Engineers and Consultants with Sean Leach representing. The report date is September 24th, 2025. There is a file number with no adverse comments. It's SE 8022811. Pending, I believe DMF comments are pending. For the activity, they may comment nothing because it's pre-existing and licensed, but just in case, we will make a motion contingent on that. Description of the work: the owner is requesting to reconstruct the seawall in the same location, as you can see in the photo approximately. The wall is licensed along with the existing pier and float. The seawall is located on the west branch of the Westport River. The area is within mean high water and land containing shellfish. Proposed work would remove stones, prepare the bank with a geotextile fabric with crushed stone, and rebuild the wall within the existing footprint. The wall has failed many years ago, toppling down into the edge of the river. It is suggested that the applicant connect to the abutters north wall with their approvals. A contiguous wall is less likely to cause erosion along the ends, making it strategically allowing the waves to continue and not erode in certain areas. The resource areas impacted is land containing shellfish, land subject to coastal stone flowage, and the riverfront area. Recommendations to the board: the Westport Conservation should approve the rebuilding of the licensed seawall in the same location, pending DMF comments, and the abutters to the north's approval for connecting of that seawall to theirs. That is all, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, we notified the EMF, they didn't come back with any comments, but I don't think, because we're not dealing with anything that's under the water.
Correct, I do.
They
Yep.
didn't come back with anything, I don't know if they will, I can try to get them to say anything at this point. I think
That's
typically-
understandable. I'm okay with it.
All right, any questions for the table? No questions, motion please?
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion from Jake, second from Jason. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you, Sean.
Do you need me here for the certificate of compliance or something?
You might as well stay, in case you have any questions. Maybe the elevation's all right, who knows?
Could be.
Pierce Family Trust, 2043 Main Road, SE 802420. Certificate of compliance.
Correct, SC 802420, Mr. Chairman. We have two before us this evening. The 2420 was the original filing that was submitted. This was for a proposed home addition, septic system, and a dock. So the applicant, with the letter from the design engineer, has filed to request a certificate of compliance for the addition and the sewage disposal system installed to the existing home under file number 2420. The activity was completed and all disturbed areas are stabilized. The previous approval had the dock proposed, but this was filed for on another order of conditions. So basically, the next one will take place is for that dock. So recommendations, Westport Conservation Commission should issue a full certificate of compliance for file number SE 802420 as all work has been completed according to the plan of record.
All right, any questions? No questions, a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
That was Jake and Phil. All in favor? Opposed? All right, that's unanimous, Leon. There's no signature sheet for this one?
You don't have one there?
No. I have Dennis Talbot's right here, but let me send that down. There's nothing on here for a signature sheet. Oh, I don't know. I usually put,
Yeah, there's two separate ones, so then I might have got confused thinking it was one. I will run upstairs, Mr. Chairman.
Is the whole packet there, maybe it's,
No, it's just their documentations.
uh,
I will get you one.
all right.
Let's proceed with the next one, Mr.
I'll read the report for the next one, that way you can go to, I don't want Jake to be held up. Does he
You know,
want,
since we're on the topic of Jake, I don't know if it came from an antique store or whatever, but is that a new BlackBerry or is that the same old one?
No, that's it. Same like, it's 10 years, 12 years.
Best
old.
phone in the world.
Still
You,
functions.
you like polish it and everything?
Yeah, it's in good shape.
It looks new, okay.
all right.
Okay.
Greg Califano, 2043 Main Road, SE 802747. This is all certificate of compliance. Let's see. Pierce Realty Trust, Greg Califano, 2043 Main Road, SE 802747. Site visit. The applicant had filed a certificate of compliance for the dock that was constructed on the property. Letter from design engineer provided stating the dock is in compliance with the order of conditions, except a minor float change. The float was reduced in size, smaller than permitted. Mass DP Waterways has no concern for the small footprint. The float's 20 by 6, approved was 20 by 8. The flow-through decking has been utilized, required in the condition of approvals. The Westfall Conservation Commission should approve the dock file number SC 802427 and issue a full certificate of compliance as the work complies with the plan of record. Any questions, motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
That was Jake and Jason. Jake 3 times in a row. It's like a record.
He just wants to get out of here. He wants to watch Red Sox.
He's coming off a no-hitter last time he was here, so now he's doing good. All in favor? Opposed? All right, that's
Do
unanimous
you want to
now.
make a differentiation on
He
them?
docked him a stipend the last time.
Well, I want to put this with this one here. We're going to send down 2 different ones.
So this is 2420 here, right?
Yep, this is 2427.
Okay, that's all, just so I can make.
All right, so let's do some bills, I guess.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Go home, watch Red Sox.
Listen, just do me a favor, you know what happens at this time of year. Oh, you're in a company truck, it's loud. Just make sure he goes over the hood.
And into the back.
All right, East Bay Media, 6150, advertising. Need a motion to pay.
Motion paid. Second.
Second from Jake and Phil. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, it's unanimous. S&H Green Stamps. That's not what that says. Woods, I thought it,
That's how we bought his phone.
I want to see if you guys were listening. Woods Hole Group, this is the money that we agreed to pay on behalf of the town for the study. So it's $2,689.18. Need a motion to pay.
Correct, Mr. Chairman. That's for that MVP CZM grant for the barrier beach management plans that we've been working towards.
Motion approved. Motion paid.
Motion from Jake, second from Jason. All in favor? Opposed? All right, that's unanimous, Leon. Minutes 9:16. Present, Kevin Carter, not here. Myself, Jake, I got a little .5 next to your name. Burton Bryan, Phil Weinberg, and Jason. So we can vote on these. Do we have any changes for the 9:16 minutes? If not, a motion to approve the minutes, please.
Move to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Phil. Do we have a second? Second. Thank you, Burton. All in favor? Opposed?
I think we may need like an alternate member, like they have the officiating crew in football game. In case someone gets hurt, they bring in a substitute.
That's all I have, Chris. Now we have, anything from you?
Mr. Chairman, yes. The only thing I have for you tonight is two things. The Town of Westport Landing Commission submitted us a letter. They're proposing some improvements at the Hicks Bridge Landing. As members are aware, the fruition with the Masons didn't come to that point, so some improvements have been made on the docks itself. They had some new floats installed. The Landing Commission is asking if the commission has a problem with them removing 2 steel piles and replacing one of those metal piles as a float support on the new section of floats they put. So I don't have a problem. The pipes are there. They're gonna have someone come in and pull them. They might as well just hammer it to the location that supports anchoring the floats for severe weather. It kind of gives them more stability. So Bill Chase has no issues with it. I recommend the board allow me to send a letter to the Landing Commission to allow the replacement of the removal of the 2 metal piles with the relocation of one of those piles to support the floats in severe weather.
So moved. Second?
Second.
All right. All in favor? Opposed? No comments, right? All right, you're all set, Chris.
There will be some modifications if anyone's seen this dock setup. They need to meet Chapter 91 regulations, and at the present time, that dock is a floating system that's sitting on the bottom. So I've tried to relay this to Chairman Bull that he needs to build a fixed pier, not just floats. But that is something that this grant that I think they still have money in is working towards. I believe the firm is GZA. The other issue I have, or not an issue, I just want to make the board, I don't want to violate any open meeting laws, but we've got town council's opinion. I have reorganized the agenda for next meeting as a suggestion of the chairman. I'm going to bring the continuances up rather than at the end of the meeting. So we're going to start with the RDAs and then immediately go to continuances.
That's fair.
We have a pretty heavy meeting next week, and everyone came in at the last minute to get them on this deadline, so I couldn't really push them off. So I would just like to bring that to your attention,
All right.
and that's all I have.
What about this marine fisheries letter?
That marine fisheries letter is the next meeting. That is pertaining to one of the docks we have at the next meeting.
So do you want to put it with the stuff for next meeting?
Yeah, that it's not for us for
You can collect them.
this meeting.
And did everybody get this letter too?
Yes.
All right, so you guys can read that in your own time.
That is another letter,
Yeah.
again, representing
That's fine.
that matter.
Yeah. All right, if no one has anything else, then we'll have a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? That's unanimously on. Jake said 20 minutes.